Hey everybody, welcome to the PM Devo with Bo-O. Yeah, that's what we got today. A PM devotion time. So yeah, this morning was super beautiful. I was up in Globe, having a blast on a ZX-10R Kawasaki. That was super fun. Had a great time. And the bike handled so well. It was so beautiful. Boy, whew. Yeah, super fun. So I planned a little moto ride for those in our church. And I'll see how many people come out, how many moto riders there are at Calvary Christian Fellowship that like to come out next Saturday. We're going to meet at the church at 6 o'clock, do a little Devo, get on the road, and kind of do a small run, but it'll be fun. And I might do it on the 650 instead of the 1000cc because it's the 650 is more of a cruise. But anyway, welcome to the Devo. I'm going to be in Isaiah 26 today. It's 3 o'clock, so it's nap time. I bet you a lot of you guys are taking naps. It's like, whoa, I'm so whipped. I got to take a nap, pooped out. But anyway, for those that aren't taking a nap today, hope you're doing good. And hope you enjoy it. Chapter 25 was an amazing chapter in Isaiah. It's one of those keepers, right? It talks about this Messiah character, actually Yahweh, coming to reign on the earth and actually teach in Jerusalem. So he's going to have a body, and that he's going to conquer death. So it's kind of interesting, these insights you get in the Old Testament that come out so loud and clear, right? And but chapter 25 is one of those passages that kind of blow us away, right? He's going to wipe away all tears. He's going to wipe out death forever. He's going to put on a wonderful feast for all the people in Jerusalem. Sounds like a festival time. Talks about in verse 24 that chapter 24, that he's going to rule in great glory in Jerusalem, and everybody's going to see him. So pretty interesting, but it means God's going to have a body, right? Yeah. It's so interesting. So when people say Jesus can't be God, you got to read your whole Bible, right? You got to read everything. You got to read the whole Bible, because the whole Bible is talking about Yahweh coming to actually teach the people at some point. So it's pretty awesome. Chapter 26. Let me read this chapter, see what it says, right? So it's good to, even in the midday, to get our minds focused on the Lord. And by the way, my friends at A Reason for Hope are going to be on in an hour. So at 4 o'clock, just tune into YouTube's A Reason for Hope or Calvary Christian Fellowship's Facebook page, and you'll get a wonderful, lot of good information equipping everybody to defend the faith in our day. So pretty cool. When I was a progressive, I used to defend that faith. You know what I mean? When I was the secular progressive guy. So, I defend that. So, everybody's defending something. So in that day, everybody in the land of Judah will sing this song. So this is the time where Yahweh is on the earth, and he's teaching, and he's conquering death, and everybody's having a good time. And he says, the land of Judah will sing the song. So the southern part of Israel will sing the song. Our city is strong. We are surrounded by walls of God's salvation. Open the gates to all who are righteous. Allow the faithful to enter. You will keep in perfect peace all who trust in you, all whose thoughts are fixed on you. Man, that is a famous passage. 26:3, right? You will keep in perfect peace the one who is what? Fixed on the Lord, right? Whose eyes are on the Lord. This morning, or this afternoon, I should say, right? If I don't have peace, maybe it's because I'm looking elsewhere. Maybe I'm checking out other things. Maybe I'm too focused on this thing called Fox, CNN, MSNBC, and these other things. Maybe the 24-hour news networks isn't giving you the peace. And maybe because it's the wrong prophet. Have you ever thought about it? It's the wrong news network. See, in Isaiah's day, they had a lot of false prophets too. A lot of news networks going out to the people. And God has raised up Isaiah to be the right news network, the right prophet. The news network, the reason why I relate it to a prophet is because a prophet was to reveal the truth of God, so to move the nation of Israel. And it's interesting how what moves our country so many times is things like news, right? Communication, TikTok, Instagram, right? And you think, oh, everybody's doing it because all my reels are showing the same thing. Man, I had to turn off my Instagram reels the other day just shut it down because it was just, man, it was all these people like I left Christianity. Well, I left progressivism. I left materialism, and they're like, I'm so happy. And I'm just like, oh man, gosh, it's like, don't get me started. Right. Yeah. But sometimes I'm looking at the wrong thing, but it says here, you will keep in perfect peace the one who's right, trusting the Lord and whose thoughts are fixed on him. Why? Because God is stable. God does not change. God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Everybody else, all of us, have feet made of clay, man. We're all going to die. We're all going to pass away. So not good to trust in us. Yeah, you might have left the true and living God, but now what do you have now? You just got people with feet made of clay. That's all you got left, right? And that's going to let you down too. Oh, I'm going to trust in the earth, but the earth quakes. I've been in some pretty gnarly earthquakes, and then it doesn't hold you up anymore. See, everything will fail, right? So trust in the Lord always, for the Lord is the eternal rock. He is the foundation. God is the ultimate rock. He is the solid one. He humbles the proud and brings down the arrogant city. He brings it down to the dust. Oh, I might be proud because of my progressive ways, right? But he will humble the proud. All of us will get old. All of us will have those wrinkles. All of us will look so different. All of us won't be able to move, and we will be humbled. And it says, the poor and oppressed trample it underfoot, and the needy walk all over it. Oh, the underdogs will win, People forget that Jesus was crucified, that the Jews have been persecuted for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. They are the underdog. People somehow think the Palestinians are. And that's kind of funny because it's not true, right? There's so many other nations that have conquered the area of Israel, have taken out the Jewish people through so many years, thousands and thousands of years. So remember, Israel didn't have a homeland. They were taken out of their homeland over, close to 2,000 years ago. Talk about needing a homeland. Talk about getting your country back, right? I mean, yeah, pretty radical. It says the underdog will finally win, right? The poor and oppressed trample it underfoot. They bring down the pride. But for those who are righteous, the way is not steep and rough. You are a God who does what is right, and you smooth out the path ahead of them. I love that. God does what is right. He will do what is right. He will, in Israel, he will make that path smooth. Lord, we show our trust in you by obeying your laws. Our heart's desire is to glorify your name. What a great thing to think about this afternoon. What is my heart's desire? Is it a relationship? Is it this? Is it that? Is it this? Is it motorcycles? Is it hockey? Is it, my stuff, skiing? Or is it in glorifying God? Where is my heart today? Where's your heart? And it says, all night long I search for you. In the morning I earnestly seek you. For only when I come to judge the earth will people learn what is right. Finally, there'll be a day where God will come and judge, and people will get everything they've been complaining about in the sense of, where's God? I can't find God. Well, one day God will come on the scene, and the play will be over, right? The author of the play will come out on the stage and take a bow, as C.S. Lewis was talking about. Your kindness to the wicked does not make them do good. Although others do right, the wicked keep doing wrong, even though he's so kind. Right? And take no notice of the Lord's majesty. They don't see God's goodness, even though he's so merciful. Instead, they complain God's not just. God, that sounds like me. Sounds like me growing up for sure. Complaining about God all the time. Never trusting in him. Never looking to him. Never even believing he existed. But every time I got a chance to complain about God, I certainly did. Just filled with a narcissistic pride that was just unbelievable. O Lord, they pay no attention to your upraised fist. Show them your eagerness to defend your people. Then they will be ashamed. Let your fire consume your enemies. God's going to somehow do some amazing works to come alongside Israel, even in the midst of what supposedly looks like a defeat. And it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a miracle. It's going to be one of those wow moments. And we've seen a lot of those with Israel in the last, years I've been alive. But they just, it seems like there's going to be a time where it's even going to get greater this way, where God will defend Israel. Lord, you will grant us peace. All we have accomplished is really from you. What a great line, right? My heart's to glorify you. And then everything we've done really is just accomplished is really from you. It's all from your hands. It's not from my own hand. I can't boast in it. I can't have pride in it. But if I throw out God, then all I got is me. And yeah, it's me doing it. And I'm great. And I'm this. And I'm that. And the reason why you're not doing it is because you're not like me. And you got to be more like me. See, we just become self-righteous people. We need to trust in God who's outside of us, or else all we have is us. And then all we do is look in and we become that narcissistic thing. We must understand that everything that is really given to us is something and everything that we have accomplished has been done in the Creator. That way we're worshiping the Creator, not the creation. Those we served before are dead and gone. They departed spirits will never return. You attacked them and destroyed them, and they are long forgotten. O Lord, you have made our nation great. Yes, you have made us great. You have extended our borders, and we give you glory. Lord, in distress we searched for you. We prayed beneath the burden of your discipline. At times there's discipline, and times there's distress. God might be doing a little disciplining in our lives. Just as a pregnant woman withers and cries out in pain as she gives birth, so were we in your presence, Lord. Just, it's like a birth pains, constant, that constant kind of, oh my God, here it comes. And then there's this lull, right? It's like the big waves come, and then there's the lull, right? You got to wait for it when you're surfing. It says, we too wither in agony, but nothing comes out of our suffering. We have given salvation to the earth, nor brought life into the world. It says not that we've given salvation to the earth, nor have we brought life to the world. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Whoa! Crazy passage. Hundreds of years before Jesus. Again, Isaiah is talking about God coming to earth, God destroying death, and now him hanging out with us and us being raised from the dead. I mean, again, it's all there. It's all there if we just read it. It says, and notice, the salvation isn't from us, right? It's by grace. Our salvation's not by us, right? We have not given salvation to the earth, nor brought life into the world. But those who die in the Lord will live. Their bodies will rise again. Those who sleep in the earth will rise up and sing for joy. For you, your life-giving light will be like dew on your people in the place of the dead. Wow, how cool is that? Restoration for Israel 20. Go home, my people, and lock the doors. Hide yourself for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Look, the Lord is coming from heaven to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed. They will be brought out for all to see. This is an amazing passage of Scripture. Go home, lock your doors, hide yourself for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Isn't that interesting? the Lord is coming from heaven to the earth, right? So Yahweh's coming to the earth to punish the people of the earth for their sins. Now, you could pass from judgment to life, John chapter 5, through this is the offering of Christ. This is why Jesus Christ came. And it talks about this latter time where God, what we call the second coming of Christ. But notice right before the second coming of Christ, what does it say? Go home, my people, and lock your doors. Hide yourself for a little while. There's going to be a need to kind of go into the chamber, be hidden for a while until the Lord comes, right? Interesting passage. I find it quite interesting. It says, look, the Lord is coming from heaven to punish the people of the earth for their sins. The earth will no longer hide those who have been killed. They will be brought out for all to see. A lot of death on the earth. A lot of judgment. Really interesting, but it seems like God protects his people. There will be a protection of the people before the second coming. Interesting. Yeah. Something to think about. Yeah. And it's kind of cool. The heart of God, to protect those, who have trusted in him, and then there's people, that were like, forget it. I don't want God. I'm not going to trust in him. He's crazy. He sends people to hell. And yeah, well, I used to say that too. And then I just would go my way. I would just go my narcissistic way and trust in myself and believe what I want to believe. And I thought I was throwing off the oppression, but really I was just putting on another, this other oppression, this oppression of human beings. Yeah, throwing off the deity isn't going to help you, right? It doesn't mean that God's not real. It doesn't mean the Bible's not true. It doesn't mean any of that. Maybe what I need to do in my life is learn how to come underneath God instead of try to come over him, right? Instead of try to judge God, maybe I should let God just judge me, right? And I know that's tough for us as human beings because we think we're all right. Ooh, yeah. And that's our narcissistic pride that just rears its ugly head all the time. And instead of just saying, hey, maybe my little pea brain that's so tiny, it's a microscopic tiny compared to this galaxy in the universe and all the galaxies, it's so tiny, maybe it knows nothing. Maybe I need to know the infinite. Maybe I need to learn how to trust the infinite because I certainly am not infinite, right? I'm finite. Anyway, chapter 26 is the bomb. Wow, what a cool chapter is that one. I think there's a little bit of maybe some rapture in that passage. Verse 20, go home, my people, lock your doors, hide yourself for a little while until what? The Lord's wrath has passed. It might be a rapture passage right there. It's an interesting passage too, chapter. I might teach this on Sunday. Man, this is really cool. I mean, there's a lot here. But a lot of God just pouring out his love on people too, right? And man, it's a song, by the way, too. So it's to a tune. Chapter 26 is a song, a praise. They're singing this song. So this is a cool tune, by the way. So man, hey, cool. Mike's in the house. Mike Hill. Mike Coyle, Laura, Tina. Man, you guys aren't taking naps? I thought for sure you guys would be snoring away, taking that midstream nap, for the day. But nope, you guys are doing it. You guys are in the PM Devo. So, hey, chapter 26, great song, amazing. Open up the gates of righteousness and I will enter in. Man, what a great praise song that was. I've sung that one a ton. Verse 2. Love that one. Trust in the Lord. He's the eternal rock. We didn't save ourselves. That's all in this passage. Boy, it's a whole gospel right here, man. So it's pretty cool. Anyway, hey, you guys have a great one tomorrow. I hope to be in at the normal time. But I don't know. You never know. So you guys take care. Laura, you're on grandma duty. Right on. So there's no sleeping for you. That's for sure. And Mike says he's just off the course, bro. Hey, what? Awesome. Hey, I'm glad you're hitting the ball. It must have been a beautiful day today. Got a little hot later on. But, for golfers, hey, you guys probably loving it. Okay, you guys take care. Have a great one. Bye-bye. A Reason for Hope coming on soon. Bye-bye.